What's up guys, it's Feeve Chief here, and today I'm going to show you how you can make a ton of coins from evolutions in FC25, both trading with the cards that are valuable because of evolutions and what cards to invest in for future evolutions. If you want to purchase cheap, fast, and reliable coins on FC25, make sure to visit IGGM.com and use code CHIEF to get 5% off at checkout. So let's go ahead and dive into this. And obviously evolutions is something that EA has been leaning even more into this year. They've already dropped a load of evolutions, as you can see here. Just in this section, we have 5 currently active, and they're giving us a good variety as well. For example, we have this evolution for a silver right back that you can only apply to silvers. We have ones that we can apply on players that are up to 84 rated. And these have been unbelievable for trading purposes. So let's go ahead and get into, first of all, some of the recent evolutions that have caused some crazy market movements and allowed us to make some good coins. And then we're going to get into what cards you guys need to invest into so that you can take advantage of this. So the first one we're going to take a look at here is this glow up evolution here. And a lot of times the evolutions that do the best in terms of making coins, it's going to be those free evolutions, because that obviously has the most people completing them because it is free. So for example, obviously what's going to rise in price with this glow up evolution is going to be those silver right backs, specifically the ones that have good cards, are from good leagues, good nations, and just link well overall. So let's go ahead and dive over and look at an example of this. And we're going to start with Tim Weah here. Obviously, he's in the Serie A, he's American, and he just has a decent card overall as a right back. And his rise in price, he legitimately instantly went from minimum price to extinct, and he is still extinct 3 days since this evolution has come out. It's absolutely insane what this can do to the prices, which is why I'm starting to take this evolution trading very seriously, because if they're going to release as many evolutions as they are, again, it seems like they're dropping 3 a week at this rate. It is going to be one of the easiest ways to make coins. And another example of this, even with a paid evolution that I wanted to show you, was the octopus here. It's 50,000 coins for this evolution. And obviously a very popular card is going to be the one they have on the cover here, which is Kobbie Mainoo. Even though he's from Manchester United and Manchester happens to be blue, this Kobbie Mainoo card absolutely skyrocketed in price. He went from 800 coins to extinct immediately. And this is a great example that we'll get into later in terms of selling your investment cards for these evolutions. You want to sell these cards practically immediately the day that this evolution drops, because they tend to just tank in price. But those are some examples of evolution cards and why they just skyrocket in price. And again, the ones we want to focus on when it comes to our investments, and again, we'll give you an investment list in a bit, and there will be a full list in the Discord, free Discord link in the description. It is going to be popular leagues and nations, popular clubs. And a lot of times, the players that do really well are going to be the players on the cover of the evolution here, because they're typically going to stick popular cards on this evolution. One last example that I kind of want to look at here is a guy that I haven't even looked at yet, is this Joe Linton. Strictly because he's on the cover of the evolution, I'd like to see how he did when this evolution dropped. So if we scroll down to his hourly price here, you'll see that this guy, he was down at like 4.2K here. He was down like 6K there, and you'll see like the jumps in price are ridiculous on these cards. So whenever you see those evolutions come out and you see a popular card, you could quickly invest in them. However, what we want to be focusing on is investing in these cards before they get evolutions. So how do we know what cards to invest in if we don't even know what evolutions are coming? So I essentially have started piecing together a list of cards that at some point are going to be super valuable for evolutions. And I think it's very, very simple to do this. So let's go ahead and dive into what cards we're trying to focus on. So there's a couple different tiers of cards I'm focusing on. Number one is going to be just players from popular clubs, because the most popular clubs are going to be the cards that people want the most. So for example, basically any bronze and silver Manchester United player, I think is going to be a phenomenal investment for evolutions, because whenever an evolution comes around that fits these cards, they are going to be highly demanded. Now, when it comes to investing in these bronzes and silvers from popular clubs, and a lot of times even the common golds, what I mentioned in Discord is you're going to want to wait until we get marquee matchups to invest in these cards. Now, why is that? If we go look at marquee matchups, typically the packs are going to give you a lot of silver cards because you're going to get a lot of Electrum players packs, mixed players packs. You'll see here in the most recent marquee matchups, we got Electrum, which is silver and gold. We got mixed, which is bronze, silver, and gold. Mixed, bronze, silver, and gold, and Electrum, which is silver and gold. So again, we get a ton of tradable supply of these bronze and silver cards on Thursdays when marquee matchups drops. So Thursday of this week and basically any week is going to be a great time to get in on these bronzes and silvers because they just, again, they get a ton of supply and it's going to be a great time to buy. So the first one is just going to be those bronzes and silvers from those popular clubs, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, Real Madrid, whatever it may be. These are all going to be solid investments for me, because they're just going to be highly demanded whenever there's an evolution that fits these cards. So that's tier number one, is going to be those really popular ones from popular clubs. Tier number two is going to be our FIFA legends, cards that people have used in past FIFAs that are really popular, and when an Evo comes around that they fit, are going to be great options. One that I've seen going around here is Arturo Vidal, absolute FIFA GOAT. If this guy gets a solid evolution, he's going to be a really popular one. Another one is going to be Nani here. He, again, could skyrocket if he gets an evolution that fits him here. He's Portuguese as well, and he's 4-star, 5-star. When he gets an evolution that he fits in, he is going to do fantastic. So those FIFA legends, and then also just like kind of popular players in general. Somebody like Joe Bellingham here, I think could be a really good one. I don't know what rating he is. He's 70 rated here. Again, he's Jude Bellingham's brother. He's English. He's in the championship. I think this guy could absolutely boom when he gets an evolution that he fits in really well. So he's another one I like the look of. And then our last one is just going to be those cards from popular leagues that just, they're really good. So if you go look at like Premier League English cards and you just kind of sort through those silvers, look for the cards that look decent, you know, strikers with high pace and shooting, wing backs with high pace, those midfielders with well-rounded cards. I mean, a center back here with 76 pace, 69 defending, 72 physical, he could go crazy whenever we get an evolution that fits a silver center back. So that's kind of the cards I'm keeping an eye on. Again, I want to get a full list for you guys in Discord, but my plan around these is to try to get all these cards for 500 coins or less. Because the idea here is we're buying when they have no demand, and we're essentially just going to sell whenever an evolution comes around that they're useful for. So there's no real sell time, sell date on these. It's going to be whenever we get an evolution that they jump in price, we're going to sell them, and then we'll just rebuy after they drop down in price. Because we saw with that Menu card, they drop back down pretty quickly. So we're going to take advantage of those short-term profits, and then we can just buy these cards back right away. It's super simple, super easy, and we're going to look to invest in those cards. Now, another way we can make coins off of these is kind of just trading with those cards that are popular for evolutions. So a simple one would be like that Tim Weah that's basically extinct right now. You could just go try to snipe this guy. I mean, he's a max price silver. I'm sure he'll pop up for cheaper than max price, but that's kind of annoying just sitting here trying to snipe a card that doesn't exist. An example of what I've been doing over the past few days, I would say, is trading with this Szoboszlai card. So a couple weeks, probably a week back, there was a Cam Evo leaked, and this guy jumped up in price, and then the Evo didn't come out, and then he shot back down, and then there was more hype around it, so he went back up. So I would just sit there and I would bid on this card because he's 81 rated, he's gold, he had high value, and he was pretty easy to win on bid. You'll see like the spikes in price. He went up to 3,700, he went down to 1,000. He went up to 3K. He went down to 1600. He went up to 2500. He went right back down here. So bidding on these cards that are kind of low rated but get a lot of supply even though they have value is a very, very easy way to make coins. But the main thing, again, I'm focusing on is going to be pretty much club stocking all these silvers that I think are going to be valuable for future evolutions. So I'm going to try to get a full list again in the Discord for everybody because it very much is these cards are going to be dirt cheap. Throw them in your club and forget about them. And when an evolution comes around, they should boom. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations for players in the comments down below, whether it be just bronzes and silvers from popular clubs, just really meta silver cards that you think will do well, or some FIFA legends that currently have bronze or silver cards that could do well if they fit in evolution. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.